All right, we're welcoming in Xavier Musketeers. We'll start with a statement from Coach, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, obviously not the result we wanted. Really proud of our fight, really proud of our young women for just sticking to it, sticking to each other, trying to pour into each other down the stretch when shots weren't falling our way. I'm really proud of the effort that they've had all season. We've played a lot of teams close. You can see the growth in our program, so very proud of our team today.
Please raise your hand, and we'll find a mic.
Savannah, towards the end of the game, there was a foul called. You were walking down to the other end, and it looked like you were talking to yourself. What were you thinking when it looked like the game was sort of getting out of hand or almost over?
To grab the rebound. I know that my team is better when I'm aggressive and when I'm rebounding well. I know that my team needed that at the end of the game. So I was frustrated with myself that I wasn't aggressive grabbing it.
It's a tough way for the season to end, but any thoughts on the fight that you guys had this year and playing with your sisters, the past 9-10 months or so?
I think we showed a lot of fight all season. It was hard, meshing together, especially with a whole bunch of transfers. But I think that we showed up, we cared for each other, we pushed through adversity. And it sucks, but I don't know, I'm proud of us. We grew a lot, so.
Coach, in terms of the fight of your players, you talked about it. Everyone really kind of competed all year long, and you competed tough in games. Even today, down to the last couple of seconds, you had the ball late. What do you think it is that this particular team really kind of embraced and embodied that allowed them to kind of hang tough against really, really talented teams in a deep Big East?
Sure. I think it's just the heart of this group. We met some early adversity with Maya Moore going down in the summer. One of the first day of workouts, a player that we expected to come in and be able to, battle against Samaya Watt and really take up some of the size on the inside and help us with that rebounding struggle. Then you get right into early preseason and you lose Cody Williams-Sefo, and they watched both of those injuries happen, and it was really hard for them. And the way they loved each other up, the way they've taken care of each other, the way they held each other through those moments and were right there the moment that they got through surgery, told our coaching staff that we did have a really special team that was going to fight for each other no matter what. And I think Savannah's right. I think in so many games, right, we're close, in so many close possessions. I mean, we played St. John's at home or in a 2-point ball game. There's a ton of moments I can look back and say that there's so much growth in this group. There's so much fight in this group. And, like Savannah said, I'm very proud of us.
And the other thing I wanted to ask about is, can you just talk about just the joy of playing basketball and just how women's basketball has just captured the whole entire country with the excitement and the passion that you ladies play with?
I grew up in a basketball family, so I'm used to it, but it's always been something that brings me joy. I feel like people underestimate the struggle that comes with being a student athlete and going to class and having a full schedule all the time. But I feel like when we get into practice or get into workouts and you get to be around your teammates, get to be around coaches that you love, a program that treats you well, it's a joy that I feel like I haven't experienced in anything else in my 22 years of life. So.
Savannah, you've played at a couple of schools, and what was it about Xavier that kind of and this coaching staff that really kind of resonated for you and allowed you to have the kind of success you had?
I'd say the versatility of the coaching staff. I feel like at the programs I've been at before, it's kind of like one coach that I've kind of clinged on to. But when I got recruited by Xavier, every coach kind of showed me something different that I enjoyed in them. But also just like the culture that was put in front of me, the way that Coach Chambers like sold the program to me. It just showed me a really special culture, and it gave me something like to believe in. So.
One more.
Coach, can you just speak to the pride that you have with the players that, gave all, played as hard as they can? Can you just talk a little bit about the pride that you have as a coach?
Absolutely. There's a lot of pride there. I mean, again, you want to see more wins, but we understand our process and we understand that this journey was a challenging one to continue to lift Xavier women's basketball back to the success that we've had historically. And I think these young women understood that through the recruiting process. They wanted to put on that jersey. They wanted the work. They wanted the challenge. They wanted the grind, and they did not shy away from it at any second. So again, there's so much to be proud of with this group. They're feeling it really a ton right now, and they should, because they put their heart and souls into it. But I couldn't be more proud of them.
Thank you very much.
I felt it coming out.
Yeah, we'll take one right here. Yes. All right, we welcome in St. John's. We'll start with a statement from Coach and then open it up to questions.
Yeah, proud of our group. You know, we've been resilient pretty much all year in terms of games, but we were struggling early to kind of find ourselves, and I thought obviously we still were struggling in the third. Wasn't sure if we were going to get out of it, but the fourth we were able to do a lot more in a lot of areas, and just proud of their resilience and that, you know, when you get in this tournament. Seeds really don't matter in a way, but you know, you're playing a team for a third time. Everybody knows what you're doing. You know what they're doing for the most part, and you're going to have games like this that you've got to be able to gut out. So, really pleased with our group in terms of being able to gut it out. Obviously, these two young ladies were terrific in what they've been doing all year, but certainly tonight, and we'll need that again as we turn to tomorrow.
All right, we'll take questions. Please raise your hand. We'll go in the front here.
Brooke and Samaya, you both had big moments in the third and fourth quarter. Can you just walk us through them?
Okay, I would say that, yeah, we had some big moments. We understood that, you know, Xavier's a great team, so we had to turn the momentum some way. So I feel like we just did a good job of, you know, being more aggressive on defense, moving the ball, and attacking the paint, and just finding the open person. And that's like what kind of led to all those good looks and big moments.
Yeah, you know, coming into halftime, we were down, so I just felt like that just helped us pick up the energy, and just, yeah, sorry.
She's still working on it.
Second row here.
Samaya, you had, you know, with the shot clock expiring under a minute to go, you had a huge offensive rebound and putback that kind of sealed it a little bit. Can you walk through that play specifically, kind of what was going through your mind, or was it just feeling the moment and kind of rising up?
I would just say feeling the moment, crushing the boards. Me and Coach B and Coach Steve, we always work on putbacks, layups, just having that soft touch around the basket. So I just feel like it just implemented at that point in the game.
I just had to make sure my eyes weren't deceiving me, Samaya. Double-double, what was it about tonight that you were able to get on the boards and really help your team basically just get in the mud and win it?
I would just say just focusing on rebounding. You know, I've been really trying to work on that. And honestly, I would just give it all the credit to my teammates, having that trust to give the ball to me and just having me go to work.
Coach, you've had some close matchups this year with Seton Hall, and you face them tomorrow. You know, Coach Bozzella and you go way back in the Big East Conference. Can you just talk about preparing for them? And, you know, you spoke about playing a team for the third time. How do you turn around and get ready for Seton Hall tomorrow?
Yeah, look, I mean, they're very talented. You know, certainly our two matchups were grinded out games, as they always usually are. They're certainly, they have the ability to be explosive, you know, but at the same time, you know, we played each other twice. It was the first time ever, I think we played each other twice in the last month. They were the only team we didn't play early. Usually we have an early game. So, but yeah, look, they provide different challenges in how they play, and they do a great job of putting their players in positions to be successful. So certainly we got to get our rest tonight, you know, regardless of who we're going to play tomorrow, to make sure, you know, we put our plan in place and get out here and play and have the energy level you're going to need. But at the end of the day, at this time of year, no one's tired. You're not allowed to be tired.
You're in the front.
Joe, what was your message at halftime, and can you just talk about Grant's play tonight since she's been stepping up as of late?
Yeah, honestly, I think I said after the game, I just said we were in the same position at our place. I mean, we were down one. It was a little different. We made the shot at the end of the half. This time they did. But the way that we started the game, I was pretty pleased. We made that little run and got ourselves righted a little bit. And so, for us being, just down one at that point and how we were playing, I said, look, I mean, at the end of the day, you got 20 minutes to be able to kind of fix it, which we wanted to start in the third quarter, which didn't really happen, and then try to turn that into fourth, which we did. So messaging simple. I mean, do the things that we're good at and don't fuel them in terms of how they play. It was 16-6 points in the paint. It was 6-0, I think, from turnovers. We finished the game 10-8. And then, we won the other categories we needed to, or we're even. So, I think that fourth quarter was a great push. Nunu played 35 minutes. I'm not sure if that might be the most. Is that the most? I don't know.
Probably.
It's a lot. But she was great, and she got stronger through the game. And again, she's and then Brooke being able to be back on the floor helped us too. But I think in terms of the messaging, we need to play the way that we want to play. And so I thought we were a little bit frantic in the first half, and I thought we slowed it down much better in the second. And I'm sorry, I got caught in my own question. Thank you for that. Nunu messed me up. Just kidding, Nunu.
I'll take
They don't laugh at my jokes ever, so it's okay. It's not a joke anyway, but sorry, Nunu. Janaea was great. I mean, she was aggressive. That's what you want. When she's playing really well, she helps these guys tremendously because she can stretch the floor. She's a kid who really is only playing in her first year of basketball. Coming off what she went through in high school when she got here. So you see what she can do. I'm just happy she was aggressive. And we needed her to be early because obviously Brooke was out with foul trouble. And she just put stress on the defense. And then it opens it up for other players, even like Nunu, to be able to do what she needs to do on the floor. So she was great. I told her that too. But when you watch her do certain things, her athleticism is like sneaky. But she was terrific, and we'll need it, moving forward. Sorry, I forgot the question there.
Coach, I see your family up here front row. How special is it to have them by your side throughout all this?
It's pretty cool. We got JJ here. He thinks he's on staff, which he kind of is. He is. There you go. He tells me the report after the game. He analyzes who played well, what I did poorly, and then who else played well. But no, it's great. Look, I mean, they've grown up in it, so for me, it's pretty cool. My older guy's not here because he has baseball tryouts. Cross your fingers. At a very, I would say, competitive high school. So we're hoping that he does well here tomorrow. But yeah, no, to have them here is great. My wife's been through it, not only just as my wife, but as a coach, and has seen it and has been stressed through it. I try not to look at her during the game because has more anxiety than probably anybody in there. But no, it's a lot of fun. They enjoy it. They enjoy Krispy Kreme 4 times a day, I think, which is probably bad for us in a couple days. But no, it's great. So I think, watching them all grow up. Tierney now being 6. She's going to be the one that's got most of the personality, as we can see. But yeah, it's nice to see them be able to enjoy it along the way. That was always something that I wanted to make sure that I did when I started in this profession. I watched Kim do it with her kids when I worked for her. So to be able to have them be around in all aspects is great. I don't think they know the players too much. So it's good.
We'll take one more.
I think Samaya made you the spokesperson, Brooke, so I'm going to ask this question for you. It's March, you look up at the scoreboard and you're winning and you're on to the next round. Can you just speak to the joy of winning this time of year?
Yeah, it means a lot. We have one goal to get that championship, so every win counts. And I'm just happy to be here with my team, competing and just working hard. So it's been fun.
All right, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, guys.